Right, let's check out the clean version, the actual working version. This is what our next steps are for us to actually try to get a page here and then log in and then see the information over here. Right now we have this. So we need to navigate to our Auth view and actually need to open a new one. I'm also going to open my index in the router. So find the location of the router folder and the index. And in this one, we're just going to quickly add this one in. So copy the products because laziness is great. And instead of product, we'll do auth and copy auth paste and auth with a capital A. So why is it giving me an error? Oh, because this is in views and then /admin. So admin / and auth view. So this should now work. Yeah, it's great. I don't know why it's red. It's annoying. We'll see if it gives an error when we get to that point. Oh, it's not a capital A, it's just a normal A, that's why. I was a little bit too fast. So in our app as well, let's just add a extra one. So instead of this, we'll do auth, and we'll type auth here with a capital A this time. So we should now, in our page, if we go to this one, have auth, and you should have this set up because we're using the standard stuff I created with Tailwind already. And again, it's just go through it if you want to, instead of having to type all this and use like 20 minutes in this, I'll just skip that part. So overall, this is it's only HTML up here, there's no JavaScript to it. Yet, and the same one here, the TypeScript is empty. So again, as I mentioned, we will focus on this one, and all the green things is just to help you locate where I do things as well. So in the auth view, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. We're just going to start by scrolling down to the script area, and I'm going to do a few ones here. So we need to import ref because we need, we're going to use those. I will just start by importing import the use users from, and they are from // interface, no, not interface, where is it? Is it modules /auth /use users? And we can again just, looks right. We can see if you hover the mouse here, I can see it's not declared, but I can see all this information here, which tells me that Visual Studio can track it, and it should now be connected, imported correctly. Just as with the use products, we need to use destructuring to call in things. So I'm going to do a const here, and in this one we are going to start with fetch token. We're going to do name, we're going to do email, password, user. I think that was it for now. Why are you not yellow though? And equal use users in here. And there we turned yellow. So remember, this is the name of the function we export up here. That's why it's here, if you forgot. And similar to this one. So now we imported this in as before. And if you save and go test it, nothing will happen yet, because we need a way to fire this function. Right now it's just dormant, it's not being invoked, so we need to call it from somewhere in the system. So if you scroll all the way up until you find where it says login, where's the login one? There we go, a login button. And here, just before this one here, there should be a little space for you to do an @ oops, what the frick did I just click? Oh, I opened the helper thingy. @ click, and here we'll do fetch token, parentheses, because this is the name of the function, and you can see it's highlighted. And if we hover this, you can see it expects 2 arguments but got 0. An argument for email was not provided. That's because in our code in here, we email and password. We are passing two things. We're passing through 2 things, So the system is actually helping us because we're using TypeScript. It is actually declaring specifically, telling us, hey man, is it email and password? And yes, it is. So this is where it actually also comes in handy with all the extra work we have to do compared to just being what's it called? To do it yourself and figure it out. But TypeScript actually helps us in this case. So let's go down. Did I forget something? No, why is it now red? Ooh, where it go? Let's see. Oh, where's it go? String is not, oh, okay. It can't be null. Maybe I did an issue, a boo-boo. Oh yes. So in here, in our use users, I was just tapping through because of Copilot, which is installed. I don't want to have null here. I just want to have a string. So string, and then instead of typing null, I'm just going to make two of the, remove that, and leave it like this. So it's a string, and then we'll leave them blank. And this should fix the error. Yes. So now we can scroll back down here. We can click save, and we should now be able to test in our browser here. So if I just smash my keyboard and click login, we can see 404 bad requests. Email is not allowed to be empty. It's probably because I completely did something wrong. So let's try with something like this. See what it does. Email is not allowed to be empty. Let's actually try something I know should work. And I'm actually using my own email in the video. It's great. Email is not allowed to be empty. So let's see what the error is. And it's on line 20, what was it, 28? I forgot, I can't see this one. So let's go to 28 in the TypeScript use user. Oh, error handling live. All right, 28, something here. Okay, so email is not allowed to be, I probably forgot something in my, it's not an issue in here, but this actually printed out an error, which makes sense. So this is not allowed to be empty. And I just typed a lot of stuff here and it gives me empty. And I'm like, what the hell? So I can actually do, I don't know if you have this, but I have Vue, or I have it down here as well, the newer one. So if you can click down here, if you have the new Vue, or if you have this installed up here called Vue, I'll just do both. If I click Auth, I can see my setup here, right? If I type stuff in here, I'm just going to keep, this should have been updated. And same over here, I can click here, I can see there's nothing here. The password, email, name, and users are not getting updated properly. So I probably forgot to bind my data in my Auth view because I was zoomed out. So it says over here, model for email. So we need to add a way for the data we type in to be stored in from our input fields into this variable here. And I'm going to use the vModel inside Vue. So v-model, which is a two-way binding. So whatever happens here will happen in the other one. What is the first one? Email. So here we'll do vModel email, and here we do vModel password. Oh, do it like equal password. Save, and let's try again. And clean this up and do email, and let's do an incorrect one. So it says email is not allowed to be empty. Oops, that's okay. That's weird. Is it still doing this? Is it still a little bastard? Why is it still empty? All right, let's just refresh to make sure it updates correctly. And I have this one, I'll open this one up here, Vue, Auth, and make sure we refresh. So let's just see. It actually does it now. Maybe it was empty before. Let's try again. So I'm going to type in an incorrect email first. Okay, email is wrong. So now it is updating. You need to do a refresh apparently. I thought it would do that by itself, but I guess not. So I typed in incorrect email. Now I know it's the correct one because I created. I will just add an extra. So this should say password is wrong. Okay. So now I have the correct password and I get a login. So I can see my users logged in. I can see all the data. This is why I told you before. The object we receive, so token and user ID. If we need this one, of course, we want to connect things. If you don't, then this is a token. And now we have a login system. So remember to update that part. And again, if you need a user, create it in here. So go up to user create if you didn't before. These 3 are necessary. Remember to remove the comma, and then you can try again and create it. I can't remember what the name was from the other one, but now a working login system is in place, and we can start actually sending data and receiving data and deleting data and so on from Mongo, from the REST API.